What shall we then say to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us?
Mikey, where are you exactly, and can you describe for us what you're seeing?
Hi, Tanya. I'm literally on the right bank, which is effectively the north side of the River Seine. I'm about 100 meters away from the cathedral, and it's just heartbreaking to see these 300-foot flames engulfing this over 600-year-old structure. I'm in between two bridges. One's called Pont au Change, the other one's called Pont Notre Dame. And I literally, in the last 2 minutes, seen the 300-foot spire, which dates back to 1345, just collapsed. And there is now huge 300-foot flames of orange smoke bellowing into the air. The two major towers that are synonymous with...
I usually do not post on worldly news, but when I saw this, I had to post this. This event corresponds with the message you just heard this past Sabbath. The message is called Powerless Israelites. In the message, I discuss the power we have in us. Most Israelites are not aware of that power. I also stress the importance of tapping into that power. I discuss when Yah fight for his people, most Israelites do not recognize it. When the nations are being judged, the synagogue of Satan's media will censor the judgment, then come up with a reason they believe is the cause. We all know who and what caused the fire. However, most people will not recognize the judgment and allow emotions to have its way with them.
In front of the spire,
The spire
now engulfed.
The spire just fully collapsed? Is that what you just witnessed?
Exactly. Yeah, I literally just saw the 300-foot spire collapse under the flame. It had been burning for about 40 minutes, so its structural integrity was never going to last for long. And now you can see...
So I just want to point out quickly to our viewers, because we're looking at a replay, that spire that you're now seeing burning on the screen has since collapsed.
That about 2 minutes ago, so it's 7:52 local time in Paris, and at about 7:47, the spire, the 300-foot spire of Cathedral Notre Dame in Paris.
I wanted to show you how the Most High operate. I wanted you to see the scriptures and the message you just heard come alive before your eyes. This fire was no accident. This is how the Most High judge nations and institutions, destroying the gates that are oppressing us. You learn in the message that the Most High made a covenant with Abraham's descendants and declared that they would possess the gates of their enemies. This cathedral is a modern-day gate.
That in blessing I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of the heaven, and as the sand which is upon the seashore, and thy seed shall possess the gate of his enemies.
Church fires in general are really hard to fight, whether it's a smaller church with a big nave in it, or if it's something to this level of a cathedral. And it almost seems as if, and I'm not there, but I'm just looking at it, as if the die was probably cast by the time firefighters arrived. I mean, that fire was high up on the roof. It presented a logistical challenge. The cathedral itself sits on an island in the middle of the Seine River. It may have been difficult to get apparatus into position, particularly the aerial pieces that need to put water on that fire up on top. You could try to go inside and do something with it, but with all of the flammable material inside a church and with those old timbers that build up and comprise the trusses of the roof, they go up like tinder, and you don't want to put your people in the road of anything that might collapse. So it was one of those situations where perhaps you get into the situation, you're right off the roof.
Israelites, this is why they had to block my video, The Tales of the Synagogue of Satan. That message exposed the head leaders of the Synagogue of Satan. In less than 48 hours, the message was blocked. YouTube is also hiding a video I made about them blocking my video, The Tales of YouTube. Let's see how long this message will stay up without restrictions.
Good evening. The blaze in Notre Dame, as you can see, can be seen from all over Paris. It seems to have taken hold about an hour ago in the beams of the medieval cathedral, where €6 million worth of renovations were being undertaken. The flames have already consumed the iconic spire, which dates from the 12th century and is one of the defining landmarks of the French Republic. So the fire in Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris seems to have taken hold in the cathedral's nave. It's reported there were extensive building works being carried out there. The beams in the nave appear to be the seat of the fire. There's no information yet as to what may actually have caused the fire. The area around the building has been cleared. Firefighters are tackling the blaze in what they have called a major operation. The mayor of Paris has called the strength of the fire terrible.
For the Lord Most High is terrible. He is a great king over all the earth. Say unto God, how terrible art thou in thy works. Through the greatness of thy power shall thine enemies submit themselves unto thee.
Matt Fry, tell us a bit more about the
Well,
cathedral.
actually, it's fascinating, John, because this cathedral was subject of an inquiry a couple of years ago into the deplorable state of the works inside this 850-year-old building. And basically, the mayor of Paris launched a campaign and said, we need 150 million euros to get this place up and running because bits of the masonry were crumbling. Some of the famous stained glass windows, were threatening to fall.
I would like to shout out Janet, a subscriber of Open Diary. She's always sharing videos and keeping me updated with the world's affair. This time around, I had to share the news because this will help you understand the incredible power that's in you. The Most High ordained kings, presidents, leaders, pastors, priests, and the Most High overthrow them as well. Do not let the synagogue of Satan make you believe they are greater than the Most High. Do not allow them to make you believe they have power over you. The kingdom of darkness is limited. Yah has the final say. Once you know how to tap into that power, Israelites, you will begin to see more and more of these events. They will get intense. If you are an Israelite who is trapped in religion, this fire is a testimony that the Most High is not in the so-called churches. Israelites, the Most High said for you to come out of her.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.